Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We are going to continue our playthrough of Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. We have two investigators, and they're both over here in Rivertown. Sadly, there's an anomaly here, and we've got to try to deal with that. Now, before we begin our adventure, I do want to make a couple of corrections from the last video. Number one, we did pull a clue token from our Mythos cup, and we put the card for the Merchant District into our deck of encounters, but we forgot to put the clue token there. And if I'll tell you right now, if I don't put that clue token there, I'm never going to remember it's there. So we want to put that clue token there. Also, when we were talking about the display down here, I was thinking about picking up the magnifying glass, but it took up one of my hand slots, and I wasn't sure if I could carry that along with Becky. And yes, the answer from what I gathered is you can. Basically, you can have up to both your hands can be used for an action, but you can only use them for the action you're attempting to do. So for example, if we were to do a combat action, we could only use Becky. But if we go to use an observe action, we could have used our magnifying glass and kind of thrown Becky over our shoulder or something. It's a way to represent it. I hope that makes sense. Also, when last we left, we had this high priest, and he is engaged with Tommy. Now he is there, so we just want to make sure we can take this guy out and we don't take any damage from him. So that's where we stand. Do you think these investigators have what it takes to continue through Arkham Horror? To find out, I need you to meet me at the table. So we can choose to activate either one of our investigators. For this activation, I'm actually going to activate Dexter first. The reason I'm going to do that is in the last video, we decided to become delayed in order to gain a spell. Now, when you become delayed, at the start of your turn, during the next action phase, you stand up your token, but you can perform only a single action that turn. Now, sadly, when Dexter got delayed, it was before we had the spawn and all this. I really wish I could have came over here and took care of some of this doom, but that's not going to happen. He only is allowed one action. So I believe the action he's going to use is he is going to cast his spell Shriveling. Now, what that does is it says you can test lore -1 on monsters in your space or an adjacent space. Suffer damage equal to your test result. You can perform this action while engaged with a monster. So I am attempting to use Shriveling on our High Priest that is engaged with Tommy, since he's 1 square away. Now, since I'm choosing to cast that spell, the first thing I have to do is suffer the damage of the spell, which is 1 horror. So I'm going to go ahead and take a horror token and place it onto Dexter. He only has 7 horror, so he's down to 6. Now, I could choose to use a remnant to not take the damage from this spell, but I really think just 1 horror at this point isn't that big of a deal. Now, to cast this spell, I have to take a lore check -1, but I do have my Magician's Cane, which will give me +2 lore while casting a spell. So we're going to use that item along with our spell to try to take out our High Priest that is engaged with Tommy. Now, he has 2 health, so let's see if we can do this. So Dexter has 4 lore, plus he gets 2 more lore for using his cane. Now, the spell itself says it's lore -1, so we're going to remove 1 die. He gets to roll 5 dice, and he needs to get 2 successes to take out this High Priest. And he got 2 successes. Wow, this is just perfect. Okay, our High Priest has 2 health, so that means he has suffered damage equal to the number of successes, which is 2. Now, when we defeated the High Priest, it does have a reward. It says, after you defeat this monster, as part of an attack action, you gain 1 spell. Sadly, we are not going to gain the spell because that was not an attack action. That was me casting a spell. So we're not going to gain the spell from killing the High Priest. Dexter's turn is now over, so we're going to go ahead and flip his token. And we're going to move into Tommy's turn. Now, Tommy doesn't have any monsters engaged with him anymore. Now, where Tommy is, there's a lot of doom, and he can perform 2 actions. I really want him to get rid of this doom, at least some of it. The best way to do that, I believe, is going to have him focus for his first action, which he's going to take a lore token for his focus. So we're going to go ahead and grab 1 lore token from our magic cups, and we're going to go ahead and put that on Tommy. Now, that's going to give him an extra die when performing actions that involve lore. With token in place, it's time to perform a ward action on that doom stuff. All right, Tommy's not the greatest lore doom remover guy that we have, but he's going to roll 3 dice and hope he gets a success. He got 1. All right, we'll take it. 1 is better than 0, so he got 1. I could choose to remove this token to re-roll the dice. And when I do, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lore token. I could have had an observation token and used it to re-roll a dice if I want to, but we're not going to. We got 1. We're happy. We're happy. Happiness for removing 1 doom token. We're going to go ahead and put that back on our stack. And now we're going to move into the monster phase. But since we defeated that high priest, there's no more monsters. So we're going to move right into the encounter phase. Now the encounter phase will start with the leader. He's the leader. Even though he went first this turn, he's technically still the leader. So he's going to grab his encounter card first. And since there's an anomaly in Rivertown, he has to draw from the anomaly deck. So here's our anomaly deck, and we're going to draw the top card for the anomaly deck and resolve it. And it's upside down. So it says Temporal Fissure. And first we have to figure out how much doom is on the square to decide which of these actions we're going to have to take care of. So there's 2 to 3 doom on this square. So I'm going to zoom in on that one, and we're going to go ahead and read it. I'm going to remove this deck for now so we can read this. It says, time flows past you at an unconceivable speed, but the area around the old book is normal. Take a lore test -1. If you pass, you find the ritual in the book. You remove 2 doom from your space and gain 1 remnant. If you fail, the book siphons your life force. You suffer 1 damage and 1 horror. All right, that's going to be no good. So we're going to go take our lore test -1. So good old Tommy, he has 3 lore, but he has to remove 1 because that's what the card says. It's lore -1. So he only has 2 dice. Come on, Tommy. Oh, he didn't make it. All right, so now we have a decision to make here. We can choose to just go ahead and take 1 hit or health and 1 horror, or we could go ahead and spend our focus token to re-roll a die. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it as is. Poor Tommy is going to go ahead and take 1 damage and 1 horror. So we're going to go ahead and place 1 damage and 1 horror on poor Tommy's card. He's almost full of tokens. And we're going to move on to Dexter's turn. So Dexter is also in the same spot as Tommy, at least in the same area of the neighborhood. So he's also going to have to take an anomaly card. So we're going to go ahead and flip it over. There's still 2 doom in this neighborhood, so we're going to have to read number 2. Let's zoom in on that one. Let's move this deck over again. There we go. It says, you chase a robed figure through yet another dark alley that looks just like the others. You have to take a will test -1. If you pass, you stop and wait for the loop to repeat to capture the target. You remove 2 doom from your space and gain 1 remnant. If you fail, the twisting corners are never ending and you become delayed. Oh, these Temporal Fissure cards are just devastating. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a will test -1. I need to pause the video here to just explain that I sadly did this card wrong. I used the number of doom in the neighborhood to figure out what should happen, not in my square. So I apologize for that. Now let's continue on. All right, so good old Dexter, he only has 2 will, and we have to remove 1. He has to roll a 5 or 6 on 1 die. All right, let's do it. Come on, Dexter, be the hero. Oh, he did it. Oh, that's great. Okay, that's perfect. We get to remove 2 doom from the space and gain 1 remnant. So being successful in our test grants us 1 remnant. So we're going to go ahead and put it up here. We're actually going to definitely start spending these when we cast spells now because we got a couple of them. That's fantastic. Now, even though we passed the test, our one problem is it told us to remove 2 doom from our location. Not this one over here. So sadly, we got a remnant, but we still haven't gotten rid of this anomaly yet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move into the Mythos phase. So now we're going to start with our leader, and our leader is still going to be Tommy. Even though Dexter was the one that took the first turn, that doesn't necessarily make him the leader. Our leader is still going to be Tommy, so he's going to draw from the Mythos cup first. Come on, Tommy, let's do some good here. Oh, he got a headline token. All right, so we're going to go draw from the headline deck. So this is our headline deck. It's comprised of 13 cards, and when we're asked to draw from it, we have to take the top card and resolve it. Now, if we get to a point where we can't draw one, and we're supposed to, we have to add one doom to the scenario sheet. It's kind of like one of the timers for this game that's going to make you lose. So we're going to go ahead and take the top card and read it. All right, our top card says, Miscantic Museum Mystery. Items stolen from rare exhibit. Police stumped. Crazed curator calls curios cursed. By Wong, Associated Press, Arkham, Massachusetts. And then there's something we have to take care of. That's just all flavor fun. It says headline, test will, and resolve the effect based on your test results. Now Tommy has a 3 will, so we get to roll 3 dice, and we need to get a 5 or 6. Come on, let's do it. All right, well, we got 1. 1 is better than nothing. All right, so let's go ahead and see what effect that plays. So according to our headline here, it says 1 or 2. It says you gain 1 curio item and become cursed. Oh, no, that's not going to be any good. All right, we're going to go look at the curio items, and then I'm going to explain cursed. And guess what? Cursed is not good. So our headline card told us to go ahead and take a curio item, and every one of these is a curio item, so we can take our pick. Now, if we didn't like any of these, we can go ahead and draw from our item deck. Now, when we draw from the item deck, you just keep drawing until you get a curio item, and once you get the curio item, that's the one you get to keep. Now, let's quickly go over the ones that are in front of us. We have our leather coat, and I believe we talked about it earlier. It gives you 1 observation when you try to do an evade action. I remember I wanted to get this for Dexter. Now there is a pocket watch. It says you may perform 1 additional action during your turn. Oh, that's fantastic. I have a feeling we got a winner right here. Our next one is the Token of Faith. Now it has the ability to take 3 horror. And it says, after this item suffers 1 or more horror, you recover 1 sanity. So it's kind of like an exchange. It takes 1, you get to heal 1. Not too bad. The Secret Page. It says gain +2 lore as part of a ward action. Actually, might be not too bad for him either. He's only got 2 lore right now. And the last one's that magnifying glass we talked about earlier. I don't see anything out here that's anything better than this pocket watch. We're going to take this pocket watch and we're going to go ahead and give it to Tommy. You may perform 1 additional action per turn. That's just way too good. Now that Tommy has taken the pocket watch, we do have to replace it with a new card. And the new card is Grotesque Statue. This also is a curio. It says, after you perform a research action, you may suffer 1 horror to research 1 clue. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that there. So now Tommy has gained his pocket watch. We're going to put that right here. That allows him to have 1 more action during your turn. But I still remember cannot do more than this. We can never do the same action more than once. Sadly, he is also cursed. Now, cursed is a condition, and it says, while resolving a test, only 6s count as successes. After you pass a test, discard this card. If you would become blessed, discard this card instead. All right, we're going to put that right in the middle of all our cards, so if I ever use any of these cards, I'll hopefully remember I'm cursed. Now, we're going to go ahead and take that headline token and throw it right into our discard cup, or our discard cup. And we're going to grab another one from our Mythos cup here. All right, let's see what's the next one we get. Oh, we got a Doom token. All right, so we're going to go ahead and resolve that. All right, we're going to go ahead and take the top card from the back and resolve where Doom falls. Doom is going to fall in Hibbs Roadhouse. So we're going to go put a Doom card or Doom token on Hibbs Roadhouse. So Hibbs Roadhouse is located right up here. So we're going to go ahead and just place 1 Doom right there. All right, now that Tommy's done, let's see how Dexter does on his Mythos phase. He has to draw 2 Mythos tokens from the cup. His first Mythos token is, oh, a blank one, perfect. All right, we're going to drop that and this whole Doom one in that cup. I forgot to do that. And the second one we're going to get is, oh, he also got a headline token. So Dexter is going to grab the next card from our headline deck. And it says, Big City Burglars Busted. Gang of thieves robbed rich, gave to selves. Accomplices believed to be in Arkham. Nothing like that here, says cops. By A. Wong, Associated Press, Boston, Massachusetts. And it says, for each item you have, you suffer 1 damage unless you discard the item. All right, so let's go ahead and look at Dexter. Now Dexter has 2 spells and he does have 1 item. So he's going to take 1 damage. So we're going to go ahead and put that right over here. With the Mythos phase complete, we're going to move on to our Investigator's turn. And I think, again, we're going to start with Dexter. Dexter, I think, is going to do his best to try to get rid of both of these Doom tokens over here in the graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and move him 1 square over here. And he is then going to go ahead and try to pass a ward action to get rid of these 2 Doom. So Dexter has 4 lore. He's going to go ahead and roll 4 dice and try to get rid of that Doom that's on the board. Oh, he got 2 successes. 2 ones. We'll get rid of those. So we got 2 successes. That's fantastic for multiple reasons. We get rid of both Doom, the Anomaly, and we gain a Remnant token for clearing 2 or more Doom from a location. All right, first things first, we're going to remove this 2 Doom. That's fantastic. We're also going to remove Rivertown's Anomalies. He's going to go right back here. These 2 are going to go right here. We also have both our guys in the same spot. That's fantastic. And let's not forget our Remnant token. So Dexter's just loading up on Remnant. We like that. He's going to go ahead and put this right on his character card. He's up to 3 Remnant tokens. Tommy's going to go ahead and activate next. The first thing he is going to do, he's got 3 actions because of that pocket watch. He's actually going to trade these painkillers to Dexter because Dexter doesn't have as much health as he does. That way it kind of evens things out. Dexter now has a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, where Tommy has 7, 8, 9. They both have 9. That's pretty good. All right, he's going to do that first. Now the next thing he's going to do is move 3. And he's going to go start clearing some Doom if he can. 1, 2, 3. I think he's going to go up to Velma's Diner. And the reason I'm going up there is because up in the corner, it shows that most likely his event is going to have to do with money being able to be traded for healing sanity. And he's taken 1, so maybe that's one way to help him out there. So he's going to take a ward check against that Doom token. Now Tommy's going to go ahead and try to get rid of that Doom. He gets 2 normal lore, but he also gets 1 more for his focus token. Now the problem is he's still cursed, so he needs to roll a 6 in order for this action to even work. And he got multiple 6s. Look at him, he's on fire. All right, so these 2 6s not only clear the Doom, but they appease the cursed card that states, after you pass a test, discard this card. So this card is going away. And with those 6s, he does get to remove this Doom token. All right, things aren't looking too bad again. I don't know why I keep saying that because I'm just going to Doom us. There's that joke again. Yay! Okay, we're going to go ahead into the encounter phase now. Tommy's going to go ahead and flip over an East Town encounter. And it's, oh, not the clue card. I was hoping for the clue card. All right, we're going to zoom in on Velma's Diner there. And it says, Velma makes the best steak and potatoes you've ever tasted. You or an ally recover 2 health. One of my servers quit on me, says Velma. Could you fill in for me? Test influence. If you pass, you become a server at Velma's. If you fail, you not so politely decline the offer. The heck does it mean to be a server at Velma's? We're going to go ahead and take that influence test. So Tommy's not very influential. He's only got 2. So we're going to go ahead and roll these up. Oh, wow, he did it anyway. All right, fantastic. Wow, this guy rolled 6 like nothing. So now Tommy became a server at Velma's. All right, the first thing we need to do is we're allowed to go ahead and recover up to 2 health. So we're going to remove our damage, and then he's also going to become a server at Velma's. So I guess I'll just write out a thing for it. I don't know how else to denote that. And if I don't write this out, I'm totally going to forget. And to finish up his encounter phase, we're going to go ahead and put that card on the bottom. And we're going to move on to Dexter's encounter phase. All right, Dexter's hanging out in Rivertown. Let's see what he gets. Oh, he got his clue card. All right, we're at the graveyard. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the graveyard here. It says, the date on the grave is 1871, but the earth is freshly disturbed. Test strength. Oh, guess what Dexter's really good at? Not strength. If you pass, you dig up and then rebury a still fresh corpse from the 19th century with a coin on each eye. You gain $3 and 1 clue from your neighborhood. If you fail, the irate groundskeeper chases you away. All right, Dexter has a strength of 2. Let's go, Dexter, be strong. Oh, you were not strong. All right, so he failed his test. The guy chased him away. All right, since he failed that, and it's a clue card, we're going to go ahead and take this card and the top 2 cards from Rivertown again and mix them all together. And we return them to the top of the deck. Now that ends Dexter's encounter phase. And now we're going to move into the Mythos phase. It's going to start with good old Tommy. Tommy's going to go ahead and pull out a blue token. All right, we're going to go see what the blue token is. All right, so this blue token is nothing but a bunch of bad. It says resolve a gate burst by taking the top card of the event deck and placing 1 doom token in each space of the corresponding neighborhood. Then shuffle that card and the entire event discard pile together and place them on the bottom of the event deck. All right, so this is going to be all bad. So here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the top card of the event deck. And well, it's north side. And you know what? I've always known it's north side. It's sitting right there. All right, mental note. If this is still in your pack of Mythos cups, try to be somewhere near this top card of the event deck. All right, so we're going to go put 1 on every area of north side. All right, we're going to go ahead and take 3 doom and put 1 on each space in north side. And now that we have 5 in a neighborhood, yeah, sure enough, here comes another anomaly. Oh my goodness. I bet every person that's watching this video right now that knows how to play this game is screaming at me, yelling for me to get over to Northtown as fast as I could. Or, sorry, not Northtown, North Side, as fast as you could, because you probably all saw that coming and I just didn't. Okay, so we've got lots of doom, we've got an anomaly, and we still got to draw 1 more token for good old Tommy. But before Tommy gets to draw another one, we also have to take the entire discard pile, along with the card we drew, mix them all together, and put them on the back side of this thing. Lots of purple in there. Oh, that's fantastic. We're going to go ahead and put this right back here. Oh, that's awesome. And we're going to go ahead and discard this. And hope it doesn't come again for a long, long time. All right, so Tommy's going to go ahead and reach in this bag again, and we're down to 1. And it's spawn monster time. So we're going to take the bottom monster off this monster deck here. And it is a Swift Byaki. I hope I said that right. Byaki? It's a Swift monster. All right, it says it spawns at the most doom. And it's going to move toward and engage the lowest observation. All right, so the most doom is going to be up here, and there are 2 that are exactly the same. So I think I'm going to be able to put this in any position I want. I don't think either of them is really going to matter. This character is eventually going to start running at Dexter. So I think keeping him as far away from Dexter is best. We're going to put him up here. And that's going to be the end of his Mythos phase. We're going to move on to Dexter's Mythos phase, and first we have to dump everything back into our Mythos cup. So we're going to take our Mythos cup, shake it up a little bit. Here we go. We're going to mix it up with my hand in there. There we go. Mix it, mixy, mixy. And we're going to draw 1 for Dexter. Come on, Dexter. Let's not see that blue thing again. Oh, we got an empty one. That's fantastic. All right. And we got 1 more. Do that again. Oh, a clue token. That's even better. All right. So we're going to take that and our empty one, and we're going to go ahead and throw them in there. So with our clue token, we're going to draw the top card off of the deck, and we're going to go put this with the east side. That's what I called east side. East town. So we're going to go ahead and take the top 2 cards off the East Town deck, and we're going to mix them up with our clue card and place them back on top. All right, with our Mythos phase complete, we're going to go ahead and reset our tokens, and our investigators are going to go. All right, the first investigator we're going to activate again is going to be Dexter. But before we do, I'm going to remember to put my clue token out on East Town. He's going to move 1, 2, 3. I know this seems kind of weird. I've got a plan. It might not be a good plan, but it's a plan. He's then going to go ahead and attempt to research this token. So Dexter has 2 observation, but then he is focusing an observation as well. So he's going to go ahead and roll this up. Come on. Oh, he got 1. All right, so we get to place this token onto our scenario card. All right, so we're going to place this right here. And if we look at our Deja Vu card, it says, when there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, add 4 to the codex. Do not remove this card from the codex. So we're going to go ahead and put our thing up here, trying so we can get through this Deja Vu. All right, now here comes something crazy, and you're all going to wonder what the heck I'm doing. Tommy's been collecting all this stuff, but he's going to go ahead and trade his pocket watch. I should have traded it last turn. Now, the reason I thought about trading it now is because from now on, whenever he activates, he's got 3 actions. He's a Doom Killer. He's got a great spell, which technically is not an attack action or anything, so he could technically attempt to attack a monster twice with his spell and with then his actual strength attack action. So that's kind of why I gave him that. I think he has a really good chance of not only killing monsters, but also getting rid of Doom and moving around the board, hopefully somewhat fast. So that's his first action. Now, since he gave up the pocket watch, I think he also surrenders that extra action. I don't think he can use his additional action to trade the pocket watch, leaving him with 2 actions. If I'm wrong, please put that in the comments below. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I would think that if I trade the pocket watch, I no longer get the additional action. So I've used 1 action to trade, and I've got 1 action left, and I can move 3, or I can do something else. I think since he's a cop, he's just actually going to move 1 down to the police station. I'm actually hoping to gain both of these clues during the encounter phase. That's my plan. Or should I move over here and at least try to get rid of that? I think we're going to move over here. I lied. We're going to move over to here and attempt to at least get rid of that Doom. So again, Tommy's got his 2 lore plus his 1 from his focus token. He needs a 5 or better. Come on. Wow, he's just rolling 6s like they're out of style. So we're going to go ahead and remove this Doom from the board. That's going to end Tommy's turn. He's going to take his token and flip it over. I also forgot to flip over Dexter's, so they both have activated. Now that our investigators are done, we're going to move into the monster phase. So each ready monster gets to activate. And that usually means moving, which if we look at our swift monster, it says move toward and engage the lowest observation. And he's going to move 3 squares. So he's going to move 3 squares this way. 1, 2, and then I can choose either square here. I think we're just going to go ahead and go this way. I don't think it really is going to matter. The encounter phase is going to start with Tommy, and he got, oh, not the clue. All right, he's at Hibbs Roadhouse, so let's go ahead and zoom in on that. It says, everyone is wielding pool cues and broken bottles. Either test strength to join the brawl or spend $1 to order refreshments. If you pass or spend the money, it's all in diverting amusement. You and an ally recover 3 sanity. If you fail, you spend the night icing your bruised face and suffer 1 damage. It's you or an ally. Did I say and? I might have said and. It's you or an ally. Well, we're going to go ahead and test our strength here, I think. I don't see why not. All right, Tommy's got a 3 strength. Come on, Tommy. All right, we got a success. That's all we need to pass this. All right, so Tommy, who's still a servant at Velma's, is going to go ahead and clear his 1 damage that he has to his sanity. All right, to complete Tommy's encounter phase, we're going to go ahead and put that on the bottom. And now we're going to take 1 for Dexter because he's in the same area. And there's our clue token thing. Let's go for it. All right, it's at Velma's Diner. It says, a sign in Velma's window shines. The word open. Made of glowing glass tubes, you gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. The patrons sport flannel shirts and facial piercings while eating avocados on toast. And the prices are outrageous. You may spend $5 for you or an ally to recover 3 health. Well, I don't have $5, so we're not spending that. But we do automatically get to gain our clue token from the neighborhood. So we're going to go ahead and take this 1 clue and put it on Dexter's card. Now that we're done with the encounter phase, we're going to go ahead and go into the Mythos phase. So we're going to go ahead and take our Mythos cup, and we're going to start with Tommy. Tommy's going to reach in, and he's going to grab a Doom token. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab a Doom card. I'm just going to go ahead and reach in from back here, and it is at north side. It is the Arkham Advertiser. All right, so this is going to be really bad. We have to look at our scenario card to see how bad it is. Now, this is bad because of our Anomaly card. It says right here, if additional doom would be placed in a neighborhood with an anomaly, place that doom on the scenario sheet instead. And it also says on our Deja Vu card that when there is 3 or more doom on the scenario sheet, flip this card. We don't want to flip that card, and sadly we don't want to put doom here, but we do have to. So we're going to go ahead and throw a doom token on our scenario card. So our scenario card sits at 1 doom and 1 clue. So we're going to continue with the Mythos phase. I did forget to discard my card from when we were doing the encounter phase. So we're going to put that one there. This one's then going to go on top of it. And we're going to take our Doom token and throw it right into our discard cup. And we're going to draw one more for our Mythos phase for Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Here we go. Oh, we got a clue token. That's great. So we're going to take the top card, which is downtown, and we're going to mix it in to 2 of the other cards. And then we're going to go put this back on top of the deck. This clue token is then going to be put in the discard cup. We're now going to move on to Dexter's turn. Dexter's going to go ahead and take a Mythos token. And he got a blank one. All right, we'll put that in the cup. And the second one he has to draw is... oh, the other blank one. Wow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that in here. Now, the sad thing is that's really cool, but we're running out of tokens. We know that blue one's in here somewhere. We're going to start with Dexter. He's going to be Investigator to go first. He's going to move 1, 2 over to here. Now, the reason I'm moving him there is I want him to get rid of this doom, and I still want him to blast this guy. I'm hoping he can kill him off, and if he can't, I'm going to have good old Tommy come on in too. So Dexter is going to go ahead and use his Shriveling spell. This is just awesome. So test -1 lore, and 1 monster in your space or an adjacent space suffers damage equal to your test result. You can perform this action while you're engaged with a monster. Now I have to suffer 1 doom. Instead of that, I am going to go ahead and discard my Remnant token. So now Dexter gets 4 dice for his lore and 2 for using that cane. He's going to remove 1 because the spell tells him it's lore -1. So he's got all these dice. He needs to get a 5 or 6. He got 3 5s. That's awesome. All right, now he also still has that power called Magical Gift. Once per round, while resolving a lore test, you may re-roll 1 of your dice. Or you can choose to re-roll all your dice. We're not going to re-roll all our dice. Now, that is a distinction. I can't just pick up these 2 and roll them. I can only re-roll 1 die, or I can roll them all. I'm not re-rolling those. We'll go ahead and re-roll this one. Oh, it didn't help. All right, we did 3 damage to that monster. I don't know how much it has because I haven't flipped the card over yet. So let's go see how that goes. So he was able to do 3 damage to this creature. Our swift monster. Oh, he has 3 damage. All right, so we killed him. Let's see what it says. Reward. After you defeat this monster as part of an attack action. Well, again, I didn't use an attack action. You may disengage all monsters and move up to 3. Oh, that would have been awesome. If I had hit him with an attack action, I could have gone 1, 2, 3 over here and started clearing doom from here. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well, that's the way it works. This guy's dead. Oh, and I do get a Remnant token for killing him. So we're going to go ahead and take our Remnant token, and we're going to go put this with him. So it's almost like I casted a spell for free. We're going to put this guy on top of our monster deck. And with our final action, we're going to do a ward action on this square. Dexter's got 4 lore. Let's see how he does. He got it. He got 1 6, so that removes that doom. All right, we're going to remove that doom, and we're going to move on to Tommy's turn. But first, we're going to flip Dexter's token to the other side. And before we move on to Tommy's turn, I just want to praise this guy. I am really digging this guy. This guy is so cool. That spell is really, really powerful. And now that he's got 3 actions, he is literally going to be a doom-killing machine. I'm so excited. Tommy, let's make you equally exciting. He's going to perform 2 actions. Now, I could have him move over here so he could help Dexter try to clear out some of the doom over there. But I am pretty sure the next card that is drawn in this square is the clue card. But if I move him over here, at least there's a pretty good chance that of the two, one of us is going to get the clue. Now, when I go ahead and move him, I also want to remember, be aware of what he could possibly gain when it comes to these different encounters. So for example, moving over into downtown, I could test one of these two skills to try to get some money. I could test these two skills to try to get myself an item. Oh, that's not bad. Items are always good. Or I could, let's see here, move over here to get health. Here's another one where I could test to get items. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I think items are pretty good. They seem to be pretty good so far. Tommy does have one more action. I think with his other action is he's going to focus. No, maybe he's going to gain a resource. I think he's going to gain a resource. No, he's not. He's going to focus. I can't make up my mind. We're going to focus observation. We're going to go ahead and take an observation token. Now, you can never take more than one of a certain skill. So, for example, Dexter has one of these already. He could not focus observation unless a game effect allows him to. So, Tommy's going to take this. That's the end of both of our investigators. We're going to go ahead into the monster turn, which there are no monsters because I killed them. All right, we're moving into the encounter phase, and Tommy's going to go first. Tommy finds... Oh, Tommy found the clue card. I wonder what Dexter's going to find. All right, so he's in Independence Square. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. It says, what does it say here? This monument features many names you recognize as current citizens of Arkham. A plaque states it was built in 1946 to honor those killed during the Second World War. You gain 1 clue from the neighborhood. There's a small market nearby. You may buy 1 common item from the display. Oh, sweet. That's like a 2-for-1 here. So Tommy's going to go ahead and claim the clue token. We're then going to discard our card into there. And he's got $3, and he could buy, well, almost anything he wants from here. I really think for $1, this magnifying glass won't be too bad. We're going to go ahead and buy that. That at least leaves us with some money. So we're going to spend $1, and then we're going to replace this card from the display. And we got a knife. The knife says you get +1 as part of an attack action. Well, seems pretty obvious. All right, now it's Dexter's turn. I wonder what he's going to find. All right, he, again, is in Independence Square. And it says, you sit with the soothsayer Anna Kozlov, and she teaches you how to cast runes to predict your future. You hold a question in your mind as you select runes from a bag. Test will. If you pass, you see your path to success. You become blessed. If you fail, the runes promise destruction. You suffer 1 horror. All right, the all-powerful Dexter has 2 will. Come on, Dexter. Oh, we got a 6. That's awesome. He made it. All right, Dexter's going to become blessed. And blessed states, while resolving a test, 4, 5s, and 6s count as successes. After you fail a test, discard this card. If you would become cursed, discard this card instead. Wow, this guy's becoming so powerful. He's like a genie. Phenomenal cosmic power in an itty-bitty living space. To finish the encounter phase, we're going to go ahead and put this on the bottom of our deck. And we're going to move on into the Mythos phase. All right, time to move on to the Mythos phase. Time to reach into this Mythos cup, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's absolutely nothing good in this magic Mythos cup here. All right, Tommy's going to be first. He pulls out a monster. All right, we're going to go ahead and summon a monster. So we're going to take the bottom card, or the top card from, or the bottom, I lied, bottom card from this deck, and we're going to see what it is. Oh, it says Abysmal Servant. It says spawn at street nearest prey. And its prey is move toward and engage investigator with most clues. Well, they both have the most clues. We're just going to go ahead and put it right there. That's a pretty easy way to figure out where that guy goes. And we're going to go ahead and take this token and put it right into our discard cup. All right, our second one for Tommy. It's going to be bad too. Oh, we got the blue star of death. All right, so we're going to take the top card from our deck over here, and we're going to go ahead and place Doom there. All right, our top card is downtown. So at least I'm halfway smart. I'm standing in downtown right now. So we're going to take this card along with these cards. We're going to mix them up and shuffle them into the back. All right, we're going to place them all back here. All right, we're now going to go ahead and place one doom in each of these locations. I really wish you could do like an action where you can like attempt to ward off the entire neighborhood. That'd be awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and take our token and stick it right into our discard cup. And now it's going to be Dexter's turn. Dexter's got to draw 2 tokens. Here's the first one. The first one he got is a Doom token. All right, we're going to go ahead and draw our Doom card. So we're going to draw the card from the back and look at where the Doom is. The Doom is going to be in La Bla... Can't even see it. Sorry about that. La Bella Luna. So we're going to discard our card and we're going to go and put a Doom token on that location. And we're also going to put this in our cup. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 Doom there. All right, we're going to put that Doom token right into our discard cup. And we're going to draw 1 more. All right, Dexter, what do you got? How about that Reckoning one? That wouldn't do a darn thing right now. Nope, we'll get Spawn Monster. All right, so we're going to, again, spawn a monster from the bottom of this deck. Oh, an Occult Ritualist. Human Cultist. All right, let's see what he says. It says, spawn at street nearest leader. Elusive Lurker. Place 1 Doom on any adjacent space. All right, so a street next to the leader, which is going to be right here. Oh my gosh, they're just going to go blow those guys up. So we're going to take that token, stick in our discard token, and we're going to go ahead and move into our Investigator turn. So both of them are going to go ahead and flip their tokens up. All right, so Dexter has 3 actions. I've got some really interesting dilemmas going on here. We have 2 monsters. I could spend almost my entire turn taking these monsters out, clearing out a little bit of Doom, and that'd be about it. Now we also have the good old north side over here that's already got one of the anomalies on them that I don't like at all, where I could move one of these people or both in that direction, just start clearing that Doom as fast as I can. But then these guys are probably going to come after us. Well, this guy's not. He's just going to keep putting Doom in adjacent square, which is going to be bad news in itself. If he puts any Doom anywhere in here, we're getting really close to having 5. 1 more. This is a tough call. I think getting rid of the monsters and just maybe working on some Doom here is the best plan. To do that, I think he's going to again cast his spell on the Abysmal Servant. And then I think then we'll see where we go from there. If we kill it, then we're okay. Otherwise, I might have to move in and attack him with our wonderful Dexter. Or even just maybe running in with him and blowing him up and just leaving the Occult Ritualist engaged with him at the time. Oh, this is tough. All right, we're going to start with Dexter. Dexter's just going to do the best he can. He's going to go after this Abysmal Servant. No idea. He got 2 movement. He's no good. He looks pretty ridiculous. He's going to probably... He'd freak me out if he appeared in front of me. So we're going to go ahead and cast our spell. We're going to use our 1 Remnant to not have to take any damage from the Shriveling. And let's go ahead and shrivel up this Abysmal Servant. So Dexter again gets 4 dice for his lore and 2 for his cane, but he has to remove 1 because the spell tells him to. All right, come on, let's blow that Abysmal Servant up. Oh, that one went all over the place. Oh, we didn't get anything. Look at this. This is terrible. None. Well, good thing we've got the magical gift. Let's hope that helps. Come on, magical gift. I got 1. Oh, no, I didn't. I've got that blessed card. Oh, my goodness. I totally forgot about that until right at the very last minute. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder how good the other roll was. Might have been a little bit better than I thought it was, but that's okay. We got 4. I guess that's just how it is being blessed. All right, I have a strange suspicion that 4 is probably going to blow this guy out of the water. Let's see. He's got 4. I got lucky. All right, I do get a remnant, so we're going to go ahead and take a remnant token. So again, free spell. That's awesome. And it also says on the bottom, after you fail to evade this monster, you disengage other monsters, and both you and it move 1 space toward the unstable space. Well, we don't have to do any of that. Thank goodness. All right, and it looks like, oh my gosh, he would have done massive amounts of damage. I am so glad we killed this guy off. Oh, 4 health. I got so lucky. So he's going to go on top of the deck and hopefully never be seen again. Now I have 2 more actions. I think the other action is going to be to move down here, and we're going to go ahead and take care of both of that Doom using a ward action. Dexter has 4 lore. Let's see how he does. He got 2, so he succeeded. So we're going to go ahead and clear both of these Doom tokens out of here, and we're going to grab another Remnant token. Wow, this guy's like a Remnant king. They just keep falling right into his lap. So we're going to go ahead and put this next to him as well. He's up to 4 Remnants. That's going to be it for him. He's going to flip this to his other side. Now we're going to move on to Tommy's turn. The only thing I can really do with Tommy, he could go blow this guy up, which he would have to stop on that space. You're not going to get anything for the street. Here you at least get stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never actually stopped on the street, but you don't get any of these tokens on the street. Plus, there's no more clues to be had here, so it's almost worthless to do that. Maybe if I just leave him there and he can zap him next turn. That's a great idea. He's going to zap him next turn, so I can get this guy to go do something. I think he's going to move over to the train station. So I'm going to pan out a little bit and see if we can get over to the train station here. Oh, I guess we can't. All right, hold on. I'm going to move the camera. There. He's going to move over to the train station. That's a great idea. 1, 2, 3. He's going to go over here, and he's going to do his best to try to get rid of that Doom. Now, he only has 3 lore, 2 for what he normally has, plus he still has that focus token. All right, come on. We need some good roll here. Oh, he got his 6s again. Look at the 6s came back. Fantastic. All right, so he got rid of both that Doom. Way to go, Tommy. You're getting rid of Doom everywhere. So 2 Doom is going to go off the board, and we, again, are going to get our hands on another Remnant token. That ends Tommy's turn. He's going to go ahead and flip his token, and we're going to move on into the monster phase. Next, we're going to do the monster's turn. Now, this monster says that it is elusive, and it's a lurker. Place 1 Doom on any adjacent space. So let's go ahead and zoom out and figure out what is a good space to put it on. Well, you know, none of them are really good, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put it back up in Independence Square. Because again, if I put it anywhere else, that's an extra turn I have to spend clearing Doom, where he could just move up there, get rid of both of these, instead of putting it somewhere where there isn't Doom already. Now, of course, I'm risking it, because if we have to put another Doom here, or that blue Doom of Death token or whatever comes again, I would be in big trouble because there would be 3 there. So we're going to move into the encounter phase, and Tommy right now is standing in an anomaly area. Like I said earlier in the video, I was playing these cards wrong. So let me explain this. What you're supposed to react to Doom-wise should be based on how much is in your square, not what's in the neighborhood, which is what I was playing as. So if I made any errors, which I did for Dexter's card. So going forward here, we're going to go ahead and take 1 card from our Anomaly deck, and he's in a square that has 0 Doom right now. So we're going to go ahead, flip this over, and it says, let's see here, right here, we're going to go ahead and read the 0 one. And it says, Melody is far beyond Strauss, as Strauss is beyond 16th century madrigal. Test will. If you pass, you hum the intriguing tune. You remove 1 Doom from any space in your neighborhood. If you fail, you hear the monstrous harmonies screaming in your head. You suffer 2 horror. All right, Tommy has 3 will. Let's see how he does. Oh, wow. He knows the tune. All right, he's going to go ahead and remove 1 Doom from 1 space. I think the best space to remove it from is here, because that way if he moves up here, he might be able to get rid of that Doom, and then this anomaly can go bye-bye. Next, we're going to do Dexter's encounter phase. He's going to go ahead and take a card from downtown, and he's got the clue card. Wait. I forgot to put a clue token on when I put this card in the deck. Okay, let me change that. I'm going to go put this on the board. I totally forgot to do that. Oh man, if I didn't ever draw this card, I totally forgot to do that. All right, he's in the La Ble Lunia. I don't even know if I came close to saying that right. All right, we're going to go ahead and read it. Croupier rubs his ear and spins the wheel. The ball lands in the 7 pocket. The croupier rubs his ear, and again, the ball lands in a 7. Test observation. If you pass, you realize the club is caught in time loop and bet on 7 before leaving with your winnings. You gain $3 and 1 clue from your neighborhood. So Dexter has 2 observation normally, and then he gets +1 for his focus token we have. Oh, and he got multiple successes. That's fantastic. Oh, good. Okay, so that means we've gained that clue token and we get $3. So we're going to go ahead and put another clue token on his card. Sorry, his card's getting a little out of control here. And he gets $3 more. Wow, it brings it to 5. That guy's a moneybags. Now we're going to go ahead and take our clue card and put it right into the discard pile. And now that we're done with the encounter phase, we're going to go ahead and start our Mythos phase. So good old Tommy's going to reach into his bag of tricks here and pull out. Oh, he's got one of those headline tokens. So we're going to put our headline token in the cup and go read it. So we're going to go ahead and flip over one of our headline cards. It says, "Cursed treasure brings money problems. The money is the root of all evil. Treasure once belonged to pirate. Marsh family of Innsmouth claims treasure is theirs." By Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. And it says here, headline, "Test will and resolve the effects based on your result." Tommy has 3 will, so we're going to go ahead and see what happens. Tommy was able to pass with 2 successes. So with 2 successes, it looks like he gains $3. But look, he becomes cursed again. All right, so he's going to gain $3, which makes him Moneybags Part 2, but he's also going to become cursed. So we're going to go ahead and put that right there. All right, Tommy still needs to draw 1 more from the Mythos cup. Let's see what he gets. He got a Doom token. All right, we're going to have to go ahead and draw the back card of our Doom thing. And it looks like it's going to be on the Arkham advertiser. That's going to be bad, 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 bad. The reason why that's bad is right now there's an anomaly up here in Northside. And our scenario states that if we were to try to put a Doom token on an anomaly square, we have to put it on the scenario card instead. So we're going to go ahead and put this right over on the scenario sheet. There are now 2 Doom tokens on the scenario sheet. If we get 1 more Doom token on the scenario sheet, we have to flip the card. And I'm sure that's not going to be good. All right, Tommy's Mythos phase is complete. We're going to go ahead into Dexter's. Dexter drew a Reckoning token. Okay, that isn't really going to do too much damage to us, except for the fact that we have a Ritual Cultist right up there. For pulling the Reckoning token, we have to put 1 Doom on the square with any cultist. So I've got my Doom token, but we can't put it on the street. So we have to put it in any adjacent square. Oh man, well I can't put it here. We're going to cause another anomaly. So I'm thinking maybe we'll put it down in the police station. Dexter has 1 more left to draw. Let's see what he gets. That's the only one in the back. he got another headline token. So we're going to take our headline token and these 2 tokens and stick them in our discard cup. So let's go ahead and draw our card from our headline deck. It says, "Dream expert found, dead. Foul play suspected. Dr. Efren Zingler, MD, PhD, dead in his home. Doctor strangled to death by his own hand?" By Amelia Baxter, U Press, Boston, Massachusetts. Headline, "Test will. You suffer 3 horror. Prevent 1 horror for each success you roll." Oh no. All right, Dexter only has 2 will to begin with, so he's going to take damage no matter what. Come on, Dexter, let's beat this thing. Oh, well, he got 1 because I'm blessed, and only because I'm blessed, I saved 1. So we're going to be able to save 1. We're still going to take 2 horror. So Dexter's going to go from 1 horror all the way up to 3. Oh, that's no good. And we're also going to flip his token because the Mythos phase is done, and we're going to go into our Investigator turn. That also means that I am also going to flip good old Tommy's thing, and token is 2. It's token 2. There, that came out finally right. Now that we're going to be moving into the Investigator turn, this is a great place to stop for now. We're going to leave our investigators in the horrific adventure in Arkham Horror. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, hit the little bell symbol and subscribe, and you'll know when the next video comes out. The comment section is of course yours. Please leave anything there. I'd love to hear from everyone. Will Dexter and Tommy find a way to remove the anomalies and continue in Arkham? Or will the anomalies and all the horror that surrounds them finally take them down? To find out, I need you to meet me at the table.